Hi guys, it's Nelly Swambanja here from Wealthy Home. So I know you guys are used to seeing Mr. Shlope showing you all these lavish cars that he's always showing you, but I'm taking over today. So as you know, most of you know me from your car insurance, and I mostly deal with your wills. And today I have the lovely Aileen joining me.
Thank you so
Really
much for having me
appreciate
here.
it.
I'm very excited to be here
No,
today.
I'm very happy that you are here so that our clients can actually hear from the horse's mouth. For our clients that don't know a thing or two about Capital Legacy, what can you tell us about Capital Legacy? When was it established?
Okay, sure. Firstly, I'm a business consultant here with Capital Legacy.
Yeah.
We're the largest wills and estates specialists in South Africa. Our company was founded 11 years ago by our CEO, Alex Simonides. He had noticed that there was a gap in the industry. And that's basically 12 years ago. He started up this company, and we are now the fastest growing insurance company in the industry.
All right, so I know there's a misconception around wills. A lot of people think that, I don't have a car, I don't have a house, so I don't need a will, is it? So in your understanding, what is a will and why do people need a will?
So your will or your last testament basically illustrates what you'd like to happen to your estate. You know, should you pass away, who you'd like to inherit your car, your home, your vehicle, and all of that, all of your assets. So your will basically stipulate how you would like your estate to be distributed. In addition to that, the misconception being that you have to have a will only if you have assets. That's incorrect. As long as you have minor kids, you can stipulate who you'd like to be their legal guardians. You know, someone you trust, you'd want to take care of your kids. Other than that, if you don't have a will in place, the government can basically get a say as to who's gonna, take care of your kids. Things like how you'd like to be buried. Would you like to be buried or cremated? Your last wishes. That can be carried out via your will. And something I am personally very passionate about is being an organ donor. So within my will, it stipulates that I would like to be an organ donor. Things like that you include in a will.
So you can state the specific body parts that you'd like to, or
No,
organs
no, no.
rather, that you'd like to donate, or is it just?
No, it's just a generic statement saying that you would wish to donate your organs should something happen to you, or should you become deceased, obviously, and then we will register you on the organ donors website, and you'll be registered to be a donor. From there, it is the Organ Donor Association that will then facilitate how your organs get distributed. So simple things like that you can carry out via your will.
And I know there are different types of trusts, right? And our most common question that we receive from our clients is, what is a living trust and what is a wills trust? What is the difference?
Okay, that's a fantastic question because there's often a mix-up. A living trust, more commonly known as an inter vivos trust. So that trust is created while you're still alive. So basically, a lot of business people will create a trust and they'll put all of their assets within that trust. So that's an inter vivos trust. We specialize in testamentary trusts. A testamentary trust is created upon your death. So when you pass away, we will create a trust, and within that trust, we'll take care of your assets. A fantastic example of one of the trusts we offer is the Children's Trust. This is a trust that I feel that is very special to me. I feel very strongly about this service that we offer, simply because should something happen to you, your kids are left behind, and you want to safeguard their futures. You want to put their best interests at heart. A lot of people will go to CNA or wherever and purchase a will, but they don't actually understand the clauses that go into a will. For example, if you want a minor child to inherit any of your assets, technically by law, a minor cannot inherit directly. So what happens is their inheritances go into the government guardians fund. And that is one of the worst things that can happen because there's an annual withdrawal limit on how much you can withdraw from the government guardians fund. For example, I think it's now 250,000 rand. So if you were a wealthy If you came from a wealthy, if the child came from a wealthy background, this child now has to live off 250,000 rand per annum, and it's not the ideal situation. I mean, with the cost of living now, with school fees.
I was about to say, school alone is mad expensive. All right, and what is a trustee? For those people who don't understand what a trustee is in a will, what is a trustee?
Okay, so a trustee basically helps administer that trust. So the trustee will make decisions as to the beneficiary, what's in the beneficiary's best interest. So we always recommend when selecting a trustee that it's someone you trust. It's someone you can trust in making sound decisions, realistic sound decisions. We will sit on board as co-trustees because we can technically hire and fire the co-trustees if we get absurd requests like the co-trustee, who is a family member, coming to us and saying this child is going to be turning 18, so they would like the child to receive a brand new M3. That is insane. We will say absolutely not. That's not in the child's best interest. We would rather allocate these funds for their education needs and so on, but that's an absolutely absurd request.
Right, so I know you guys have different types of policies as well besides the will, so what can you tell us about those policies?
So as I mentioned, we take care of the legal fees at death. The legacy protection plan will cover you for those legal fees at death. Most of our plans have an immediate liquidity benefit. So should the policyholder pass away, the beneficiary will receive a small lump sum amount to help with, the immediate expenses. For example, it can be used for funeral expenses and so on and so on. In addition to the legacy protection plan, which takes care of the legal fees, we offer life policies. This is basically, so all of our products were created as solutions to problems we found within administering the estates. For example, we've administered over 6,000 estates to date. And one of the main issues we found was that there's no liquidity within the estates. So we won't sell a family's home and put them out on the streets just to create some liquidity in order to wind up that estate. So that's why we've introduced our life cover products. That life cover will pay into the state and will help to pay off debt, for example.
I know you guys also offer education benefit. So what can you tell us about your education benefit at Capital Legacy?
Okay, so our education benefit is called Educare, and as everyone knows, education is the key to a child's success.
Of course.
Their future success. So we're very passionate about our Educare product. This takes care of education and care needs. Should the parent pass away or become severely ill, we will make sure that that kid's education is taken care of. Our product caters for things like school transportation, textbooks, and extracurricular activities to be taken care of.
It's literally you in absence.
It's basically our trustees will put your kid's best interests at heart. So we will set up a trust and we will run that trust in accordance to your kid's best interests.
What happens when, because I know the Educate Trust, they go to the child is 23, right? So what happens if I don't die?
If you don't pass away?
Yeah, if I don't pass away by the time my child is 23.
Fantastic question. So with other providers, it's usually you have to use the benefits or you lose the benefits. With us, if unclaimed by the time your child turns 23, for example, that product value will fully convert into life cover and it will pay into the state. So you're not losing out on there.
Yeah, literally them, just that they're not physically there, but they're there. No, guys. So that is what we have from Aileen here from Capital Legacy. Thank you so much for joining us today. You've been such a delight to be with here today. So guys, that is all from us. This is Aileen from Capital Legacy. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. You can leave us questions on the comment section as to what you would like to know more regarding Capital Legacy or the wills. I am definitely sure we're going to have this lovely young lady here with us next time again. So thank you so much.